I want to talk more about the CMA Fest special. Comes out next week. You got to host it with Elle, and then you also had Billy Ray Cyrus with you on Achy Breaky Heart. So how was that? What was your favorite moment, and what are you most excited for fans to see?
Just being on Billy Ray was definitely my favorite moment. That's kind of a full circle life moment for me, because I was always such a huge fan of his. And I remember I was here when he came out, when his career exploded. And it exploded so much. There's, of course, the backlash that always goes with it. I remember being on Lower Broadway back when there's like 5 people on Lower Broadway. And there's some places that wouldn't play his music, like we don't play, Billy Ray here. Like it was kind of like something that everyone goes through once they've had that big moment. And I was like, I love Billy. I've always loved Billy Ray. He's the coolest. He's the coolest guy, man. It's so many great songs besides just the big ones that you know about. And I just love his whole vibe. I always have loved him. And so when we were talking and leading up to the CMA Fest and, sending text messages back and forth with Billy Ray, and he just writes the coolest stuff. It's just like, he's all heart. He's just like, I have to find some of the stuff he wrote, because it's just like, I don't give you life advice, but he just, free advice that you never asked for. Be happy, enjoy every day, every second, every sunrise and sunset. Count your blessings and give thanks for all things good. Life goes by fast. Don't sweat it on the small shit. I mean, just his long text messages he's writing you about just like life experiences and stuff. He's just all heart. And he showed up that day. I think he drove himself down there in this old van. He had his dogs in the back seat and stuff. He's had all this success. He's like, could be a total LA Hollywood type of person with all his TV success, but he's still just this guy from Kentucky. And get a chance to sing that song with him on that stage in front of that audience, it was a big deal for me in the band. It was definitely the highlight of the whole CMS, of any CMA Fest I've ever played.
You're on tour right now, and I want to hear about, what is a typical day like for you on tour? What do you do before sound check, before you get on stage at night?
Well, I slept about 4 hours last night. The bus starts, I try to stay up as late as I possibly can, I've found. I just can't sleep on a bus unless I'm like passed out, which is how I spent the first 20 years of my life. So I'm trying not to do that anymore. So I slept about 4 hours. I got up here. Sometimes I fly a lot to shows. This whole run I'm driving the bus, which is great. It gives me a chance to check in with my crew guys. I'll go out there and walk around and hang out with my guys. They're putting all the chains down, hanging all the lights and sounds and speakers, and spend a lot of time with my crew today. The band will probably set up a pickleball court in the parking lot with using gaff tape. Takes about an hour, but we'll get a pickleball game going out there. Got my bike out here. I'll try to go for a ride, although Wheatland's kind of a hot, random place to be. Even though the schedule says Sacramento, one thing you learned over the years is that's not actually where you are. So we're about 30 minutes from Sacramento. I don't really sound check anymore. I used to sound check every single day, and I used to listen to every single show tape for 10 years. When the show's over, we'd go back in the bus and listen to the tape till 12 in the morning. Now I do an acoustic show for folks at 5 o'clock, and that's a half-hour show of just bluegrass instruments on the stage. So I get a chance to kind of feel out the room during that experience. And then I have friends and guests. Last night I had 40 friends come out. So that's 7 to 7:45 is all taking care of those folks and make sure I see everybody. I hang out with my radio friends from 7:45 to however long that is. We'll go out and watch Ashley McBryde together. It's a lot of fun to go see her show. And then I go back and take care of some more friends after that. Get about 10 minutes before the show starts. The show ends. Probably walk back out to Whiskey Row, my bar, make sure all my friends that came out to see them one more time. Go back in the bus and hang out with the guys until 1 or 2 in the morning, and then get in my bunk and watch some Yellowstone, which I'm addicted to right now. Finally watching Yellowstone, and do it all again.